So now that we have everything pretty much set up in regards to our revive progress, I want to go ahead and start working on the part that hides the revive progress bar, because that's kind of in the way and a little distracting. So to begin, all we really need to do is just add a extra property in our interaction message. So that's going to be a bool, and we'll do bool. Let's do b. Let's do should held interaction be visible. We'll do false by default. I know it's a great name. So now we just want to do our set. So void set, what is it? Should held interaction be visible. Const bool new value. That needs to tab over. And we need our getter. So bool get should held interaction be visible. And we just return, what is it? B should held interaction be visible. And set it to new value. And that's pretty much it. So this should take care of it for the most part. My guess is it does not like the B. Is that the case? And yeah, it is the case. So let's do set B should held interaction be visible and get B should held interaction be visible just so it shuts up. Actually, no. I'm going to do this by just calling it should held interaction be visible. I don't like it. I always like to prefix with a B, but I would much rather have the functions that we are calling be what it's actually, well, modifying. Because realistically, these could and should be under a protected section that we don't access. So, close out of the editor, and now we just need to set it. So under the interactability, what we can do is when we go ahead and set the value, we just want to set it to true. Oops, that needs to be off the interaction view model. And then when we hide it, such as down here, we just set it to false. And this way we can show and hide from inside of the view model directly. So let's go ahead, recompile, and relaunch. Okay, now that we are back in the editor, we can go back to our held interaction, and we want to go ahead and basically just hide these two properties. Realistically, we don't need to hide this one, but we may as well, because why not? So for the, we'll do the progress bar first. So under PB completion, for the property visibility, we want a conversion function for to visibility from a Boolean, with the Boolean being the should held interaction be visible property we just made. And we're basically going to mimic this up here for the message. So same thing, visibility, conversion function to visibility from bool, with that bool being the should held interaction be visible. So let's give this a try, and we can see the progress bar is gone. And then once I go down, we get prompted, and once I start the revive, as you can see, it pops up and goes away as it should, and once it's done, it immediately goes away. So that takes care of that. Now, as far as the refactor goes, I have not given that much thought, but basically my idea here is we run the manage held interaction first, and we need to kind of return some information. So, for example, we can return true or false if there is, say, a valid held interaction or something like that. And then we want to pass in pretty much the percentage of completion. So that way, this guy here, this function, can actually overtake and perform the rest of the logic. So we need to get information from here into here. So that information could be something like, we just pass in whether or not it is a held interaction. So we can go from there. So bool B is held interaction. And we also need the percentage of completion. So let's do a const float percent complete. Let's make this a const as well. And add those as parameters. So now we need to get this information from this function. So what we can do is either make it return or output, kind of what all we need. So if we are a held interaction, such as, say, I don't know, this logic here potentially, then we do something. But the main one is we need all of them, but we need this logic here to get the percentage. So let's see. We can return, I guess, true if it is a held interaction going on. So let's do a bool and let's output a float. Actually, this is probably going to be ugly. So let's just keep it a void and we'll have a we'll have a bool by reference. And this will be called B is held interaction. And we'll have a float by reference, which is going to be the percent complete. So let's pass those on in, like so. And let's go ahead and set this part up here to make use of it. So we're going to move the manage interaction message down and store the result of the manage held interaction. So we need a bool. So bool B is held interaction. And we need a float. So float percent complete, or call it held interaction percent complete rather. So B is held interaction and held interaction percent complete. So let's pass these in. B is held interaction and held interaction percent complete. So now what we want to do here is if this logic here is true, so meaning we have a valid held interaction, we set E is held interaction to true. And in any other case, we're basically going to be false. So we can, actually it's going to be false by default, but for cleanliness, let's just set it to false. And then same thing, percent complete equals 0. So next up, we need to do the logic to figure out what percentage of completion is it. So in our case, we want to normalize to range. So we can copy this and set the percent complete to equal it. So percent complete equals normalized to range between 0 and the duration of, well, the interaction duration. So now we can take this and remove it. It's no longer needed. And take this and remove it from here too. So that way all the UI stuff is happening now inside of here. So we have our normal, if our interact interface is valid, we can do stuff, yada yada. Basically in here, we can do our check. So let's see. I need to bring up that zombies thing again really quick because I'm curious. Okay, so once you actually start the revive, the message for the interaction does go away, like so. As you can see, it went away there twice. So we do want it to go away. So pretty much, if we can actually kind of almost more or less do 2 checks in a way. So if the interact, let's see, how do we want to do this? Because we want this to be hidden if the interaction is a held interaction. And we also want the held interaction message to be set and all that stuff. So let's just, screw it. I'm just going to write it and we'll just see where we kind of end up. So if the interact interface and B is a held interaction, let's not do that. So if B is a held interaction, we want to do something, otherwise we want to do something else. And in the case of this, if it is a held interaction, we want to call the set held interaction message to the interact interface get held interaction message. And we also want to set the completion percent, which is the percent complete. And that takes care of that. And we want to also set the visibility. So set should held actor or set held interaction something something be visible to true. Okay, So that takes care of that, and we could probably actually set this to here at some point, but I don't entirely know how I want to fully do this yet. And then if this is not the case, we want to set it to the normal interaction message. But I don't really want to separate these too much because in here, I would also have to do additional logic, such as hiding this potentially and clearing these out. So if the interact interface and B is a held interaction, we can simply do this stuff. And then otherwise, we want to simply check because one of these is false, so we can clear out kind of, I guess, everything. All right, I need to think. My brain's kind of off at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to just keep this simple. So let's go ahead and just wrap an entire check of if it is just flat out valid. So if the interact interface, just like we had it before, actually, I can Control Z, is valid, then we want to go ahead and do our check. If it is a held interaction, where we hide the interaction message. So we need to clear this out. So let's set it to nothing, like so. Then we set the held interaction message, which we're doing, and, or sorry, we were showing it, and then we were setting the completion percentages and all that stuff. So just to follow in order. And then if it is not a held interaction message, we want to hide the held interaction message. So we can take this guy right here, pass in false, so that'll hide it because we are bound in the view or in the widget itself. And then we set the interaction message, which we are doing here. And then if the interact interface is flat out invalid, we clear out the interaction message, and we also want to hide the held interaction message as well. And that should take care of pretty much everything. So let's go ahead and close this down, recompile and relaunch, and just make sure everything does work. Okay, once we're back in the editor, let's see, we should just have everything working. So I'll go ahead and go down as the client, in which case we are prompted. That still works. We hold F, that message goes away, and it shows that we are reviving. Then once we're done, everything goes away. So I'll go ahead and go down as the server, which we are prompted, and same result. So the only thing really left to do is to kind of clean up the progress bar. So we want to make that to where it has some smooth interpolation basically to the next result. And that'll go through and kind of clean things up. And likewise, I want the interaction to be a little bit more responsive. So what I mean by that is pretty much the loop that we're doing right here. I'd kind of like the sweep interval to be a little bit less. So right now we're doing it at 0.1, which I think is like 10 times a second. Yeah, so 10 times a second. If we bump that up to say 20, so 1 divided by 20, and do 0.05, that should be quite nice. So we can actually test that because we have our interaction ability. So 0.05, because I'm noticing kind of a delay from when, things appear and when like the message goes away. And that actually makes it quite smooth as well for the progress bar. And then once it goes away, the interaction has completed. It's nearly instantaneous. So that's what I want. Okay, so we have all that in place. Everything seems good to go. And in the next video, we're just going to go ahead and smooth out the progress bar to get that to where it actually interpolates pretty nicely. So I will see you in the next video. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description below, where you can also get early access to this entire series.